But we are live, guys. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, riders around the world. Today we have a special rider, a guy who loves to go fast and do crazy stuff. And I have the pleasure to ride with him sometimes. And he's always trying to create new tricks, he's trying to step up the level of this sport. James, how are you, my friend?
Hey, yeah, Nelson, doing very good. How are you doing?
In a moment we are like stopped because the weather is not so good here in Europe and UK.
Oh man, honestly, I just with this rain, like my garden's a bog, and like I just just want to get out and ride, man. But it's hard.
It's difficult. So for everybody who don't know you, can you present to everybody and tell what is your background, how do you started, what you ride, for everybody to know a little more about you. That way is easier.
Yeah, so I've been riding the one wheel for about 2 years now. But before that, I rode rollerblades for 10 years. I did stunt scootering for 10 years. A little bit of BMX and downhill biking and stuff. So definitely off that kind on wheels and do tricks and go a bit hard on it. So I was working at this juggling store, and I was saying to my work colleagues, I want like an electric vehicle, just like get to and from work, and like, but also go out and do like some kind of tricks and stuff. And the my mate there, Zach, he was like, dude, check this out. Showed me the video of the One Wheel XR, and I was like, oh, that seems like a fun time. So yeah, I came back the next week with one, and then we were all in this warehouse like trying like silly little tricks and stuff, just trying to figure out the board, and it sort of just went from there really. I was like, well, just get out, just try and see how to ride this thing. And it's like, take it around town, like on the roads, like, yeah, cool, this works. And you're like, oh wait, I've got a bunch of hills next to me. So like I'm South UK, like the Downs, so I'm like, take it up there and just go like see what it's about, and then it's great. You just hit all the rocks and like do little jumps, and like you're just free to explore like the world in a different way. It's I feel like I've opened up a lot of things.
And was easy for you the beginning when you started? How was the beginning with you with the one wheel? Was immediately you just start to ride and?
Well, it's different. It's different to other wheeled sports, definitely. I mean, like the first day, obviously, like it's a bit sketchy, like just trying to figure out how it works. But I could just about get around town, I think in that first week it was a lot of just trying to figure it out, and then after a week I'm sort of chilling out, cruising around, like fine. The main issue comes when you feel confident from doing that, and then you try and push a little too much. That's when you take some falls going 20 miles an hour plus, like 25, and you're like, oh wait, it can't quite go that fast safely, so you kind of have to chill out a bit.
What are you riding today? What is what you have there directly for everybody to see?
I'll put it off.
Let's see your baby.
All right. So this is stock XR with flight fins on and tail rails, Burris tyre, gripples, and a cush high on the back. Just stock pads and whatnot. Yeah, I painted these rails like with like nail varnish and stuff. And like sprayed them green, and how it goes. Got no reflectors on the wheel as well. I don't usually run fins, but I wanted to try and do some more like jumps and sort of different tricks.
Do you like today more with the fins or without?
For general riding, I prefer no fins because to me it feels like a safety thing. Like if I'm going 20 miles an hour down a trail and I hit a bump, I want to be able to clear away from the board.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck and taken down. Like that. It's not a fun time.
Yeah, of course, my friend. But for tricks,
it depends on the tricks. It opens a different area. like with the fins, you can go big, you can jump, you can spin, like, you know, it really changes the style. But you can do less of the sort of like the spinny tricks, like the jump spins, like without the boards coming with you. So it's different, just a different style, man. But fin riding, I think, is really, really cool. So,
like we are seeing here, let's see a little about you. I think is important.
oh yeah, a few hippie jumps, yeah.
So you love to do this type of things, guys. I'm going to leave the link from his YouTube, Facebook, and his Instagram. So
Oh yeah, that's a 5 foot drop. Yeah,
this
last.
was good in Portugal. That was very nice.
Oh man, yeah, happy I did that. Bit of a nose drag as well. Yeah.
So he was in Portugal, never stopped. Every time he was looking, he was passing for us, and was a bunch of guys would like to make this style of riding. You was with a nice team of guys in Portugal that love to make this type of tricks and don't stopping and jumping.
Oh, totally, man. I mean, look, Max Kramer pushing the tricks in the UK for years. Jay Kenwood, like the speediest little demon of the south. Man, he's quick, and he's got the tricks as well. James Grant as well really, really surprised me. He did very well in the racing. I've got his rails here. I've been spray painting his one wheel rails.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, it's the sun in space, and he was like, "Oh man, I want something cool." And he was like, "Just go for it." I was like, "Yeah." Of course, I need to clear coat these and then send them back.
Looks very nice, huh? Very clean and unique.
Yeah, exactly.
That is what makes. I want to say everybody is coming now. Hello, everybody.
Hannes, Max.
And if you have any questions, guys, leave there. And Jesus,
yeah, he's a nutter, mate. I was with him, and he's literally like he'd jump off the balcony into the pool first thing in the morning in Portugal.
How many times as you now riding the one wheel?
I've been riding for 2 years. 2 years and a month or so.
How do you see the evolution from the moment you start till today? What changed in UK? What changed in around this beautiful island? Do you see is growing the one?
Yeah, the riders are getting better. The ones that are here, and there are more coming up. I mean, I don't know all the riders in the UK. There's a lot of them now, which is great. But what I have seen is higher powered boards coming into the scene, and that's really changed like the type of things people can ride, like how fast they can push themselves. Like when I started, all there was the XR and the Pint, and literally like 2 months after I got an XR, the GT came out, and I'm like, well, okay, well I've got an XR, so I don't really care.
But you think you need the XR?
You can go as fast as a GT on an XR, like to a reasonable level. Like maybe you're not getting 30, but 30 on a GT anyway is like too much. Yeah, you don't need a crazy power board to have like a fun time. You know, you can even just get a Pint X, like they're fun. But
lots of guys, lots of guys. I was talking with Adrian from Netherlands. He's from South Africa. He was with us in Portugal, and he has a Pint today, a little update, and he's very happy. He said upgraded everything, and the Pint is so powerful, and he makes so much stuff with the Pint that you cannot. Hello.
Thanks, Max. Yeah, man. If you re-wheel a Pint, or re-wheel a Pint controller, put it in a Pint X, so you got the bigger battery. You're rocking that. 22 miles an hour, not a problem.
I think too. I think there is the Pint is not a bad machine, and if you change it, if you DIY a little, I think you're going to have a nice machine for you to play.
Yeah, I mean nowadays you can pop a Vesk controller in just
Hmm.
about anything and make it rock.
Yeah. So,
So
my friend, my question like this: this year was lots of events in Europe
mm,
and in UK and Scotland. Next year is going to happen more. We're going to talk now about 2023. How was this year for you as a rider? How was the year of 2023 for you?
yeah, man, it was really cool. Like just connecting with more people and actually experiencing the scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's my first time actually going to events.
Hola,
So
hola to the
first
room.
one was Float the Highlands.
Uh-huh.
Which
Do you
is
expect it to be
amazing.
like that?
Do I expect it to be like that? Man, I no, I didn't know what to expect,
So we have
but
we
it's
have to
awesome.
we have to think that the presentation from the video was off road, and then when we came there, it was a surprise for everybody because they make the road, and it was totally different for all of us.
Yeah,
We was
yeah.
not expecting. That was like a big surprise.
Well,
Was for
I
you
just
easier or was more difficult? You are a guy who are more used to off road or more to making street.
I'm more of a street rider to be honest, but I like off road as well. But I
Hmm.
find like I like the freedom to choose my lines and be creative, and I think street gives me a bit more of that. It's what I'm used to, like on the scooter or the rollerblades, like hitting the street, knowing the spots, like that's sort of my thing. So trails is
Do
a
you
whole
like it like
different
this
story.
with this?
Oh yeah, that was ages ago, man. That's with Andre Terps and
Yeah, but
Max. Not
that is
Max,
cool. That is
Matthew Eaton.
I think that is great. I think that is
Yeah,
very nice picture, and I think your style is this. You like a lot to experience the limit of you, and
yeah. Just explore. I mean, that's
mhm,
that's in a woodland that's like a few miles from my house, and there's
mhm,
loads of these like crazy downhill things with jumps, and it's like how do you want to ride it? Because it's made for downhill biking. So it's
yeah.
like, what can the board do? Is it possible to push yourself in a certain way to get over the thing, or like is it too much? Who knows? You gotta try it.
But you think that today having this sport, I'm just going to show something very nice for everybody to see because you have a nice background and you have other sports that you made. And do you think today this is the sport for you
Oh
to
man, they're all
continue?
they're all they're all different. They all bring different things to the table. Like I
Hmm.
still ride occasionally.
Hmm.
On the scooter. I haven't done the rollerblades much recently, but they're a lot of fun, man. Like you never stop wanting to do those things. Like no matter how much my legs hurt, I'm like, oh, I just want to get out and do something. Like
Uh,
there's all different groups. Like with the scooter guys, there's like a whole bunch of people around Brighton, and we used to meet up, go on a road
yeah.
trip, and like ride Corby, and like send massive down rails because the hell of it, fly a backflip, and like I don't know, man. It's just you have good times, and then you want to keep having good times. Whatever it's on. Like I found such a nice group now with the one wheeling. I just wish everyone was a bit closer and more connected. So
It's the
yeah,
problem is we live in we live very separated and the difference from us and USA is they are in West Coast and good weather and everything and it's
mm.
always sunny. For us, we have the winter very big and most of the people stay at home and sometimes you don't have the possibility to ride.
Yeah.
Chantal today was with a nice video showing in the snow riding, but I think that is not the best option for you to do in
Waterproof your
the
board if you're gonna do that.
you have to be
Um,
careful.
yeah,
But
but no, it's cool.
she's
Like people like Max Kramer, they're running little events to try and get the group together. Like Tricket Comp this year was really cool. Like
uh
just get a bunch of people, just try. That's where this photo's from.
uh
Just set up a bunch of ramps in a field in London, and there were like 20 people just all riding the one wheels, trying like different levels. Little kids were there, and like 50-year-old guys were there, like all just feeling it. It was
but
it's a
but
good
you
time.
you doing the so we're going to have 2024 lots of events but you was in Portugal too. How
Mhm.
was the difference being from Scotland. First day lots of sun. Second day was cold and raining, and and then you come to Portugal. Portugal is
Oh,
totally
man.
different. Don't have nothing to do one to another.
It's like
How-
endless summer in Portugal. I miss the sun, man. I come back here and it's like dark all the time, and I'm like, oh, wait, I just want to get burned off in 30-degree sun and shred the trails that are there. And oh, Fabio, man, thanks for putting that on. Oh, I forgot the Tricket tractor. Oh, it's in my room.
You can go get it. Not the
Oh, it's
best.
gonna take me a while. I'm getting
I just want to say to everybody's out there, we are now in Facebook. I want to say to everybody's here, and we are in Twitter, we are in YouTube. If you can share it, and if you have any questions or you want to, just leave it there, and we're going to try to answer. Hello, Patrick. I just want to say to Trick Tractor, you have to go
You
get it.
guys love the tractor.
But talking about the two experience that you have, how can you define it for the people who was not there to know? Because next year we're going to have lots of events. We know that the official Fabio was talking about that is going to be around 9 events. I know some of them.
Damn.
Do you think Europe is changing now a lot for the future? I know that in UK is going to be like 2 events.
Yeah, I mean Europe's three events UK, so that I know of so far. Yeah, it's on the come up. You know, I mean UK had no events up until this year, and I only really started looking into events in this year. So I'm seeing lots actually pop up.
Do you think
Whereas,
that is
you
a
know-
good option to grow the sport in
Oh,
UK?
yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Because it brings the community together, it develops a culture, and the more people that find out that these are on, you're gonna come to them. And it connects the people, and you're like, oh, you ride like a couple towns away from me. It's like, oh, let's meet up. Let's let's grow. It just grows the sport, man. You gotta bring the people together.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think the evolution. I hope that they make the next year. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think that is important. I think Switzerland, the Switzerland group, there's a good option that you can go like in an event and you can try the one wheels, and that way you have the option to try it and then later on maybe buy one. And I think that is a good
That's
idea.
cool.
When you make an event like leave in a site something that new people who wants to come visit the event and see the races, that way they have the chance to try it, and that way
Yeah.
you're going to have more persons coming to this sport.
There's a guy I know, Luke OW, who does something like that, where he films like for like car shows and air shows and whatnot, and he runs a little event where he gets people just like, oh, try one of these one wheels. He's got like 5 or 6 set up and teach them how to ride, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Get them.
So
get them
I
going.
was this weekend in France. I was in a big event there, and that's why I think it's very nice what he's telling about helping to change the public face and help for us to be legal. And I think like me, I was riding in Paris, and lots of police, and the police very nice, very open the space for you to pass, and that was so nice to ride. And
That's
then you
great.
come to UK and Germany like me, or Netherlands, and you are illegal, you cannot ride, and
Well, you
it's very
can
sad.
ride. You just got to be a bit careful around the police and other people.
Yes.
Like if you treat it like a bicycle,
Mhm.
then for the most part you're going to be fine. Like I've had police go past me or like stop for a little while, and some of them are really like fine, and others will just pull you. So you really got to keep an eye out. But I don't think they should be illegal. I don't see any issue. They don't go faster than a bike. They don't go further than a bike. It's just some old laws that say they have a motor and means you can't. It's just
Yeah,
silly,
but there is lots
silly
of
stuff.
signs. is in UK is lots of fines too.
Oh yeah.
We cannot forget that lots of people lose the devices in UK and Germany and Netherlands. That is 3 countries that we are talking that they are very, very. You see now that I'm very. I have good contacts with the guys from UK, and they say that the only thing is going to be legal now is the A-scooters, but to rent, not private A-scooters, and that is very sad. You with the one wheel that is not fast. Why is not that legal? I don't understand.
It's something. It's a bit of a cash grab, I think, when you have to hire them. I mean, there's a mention about putting plates on these, but I'm kind of like, well, bikes don't have them, so don't see the point. It's was it battery capacity? I think as well. Like e-bikes are allowed up to like 16 miles an hour. It's kind of it's a weird.
The issue is the same like in Europe. The issue in UK is everything you don't have a linker. Is you cannot ride it, and if you have a motor, you have to have insurance. But because it's not legal and you don't have insurance, then you cannot ride on the roads. You can ride in your private road. Then is no problem. You understand?
Yeah, totally. But yeah, people have had their boards taken. People have had points on their license. You know, people have gotten fines, and you know, a lot of people worried about their jobs. You know, if they do any sort of driving, they could lose their job for riding, which is really not on.
I think that's why I think it's important for us to have this community to show that this sport and you can use it to go to your home. And for you to go to your work, and is not something bad. And I think that's why these events and these groups help to change and like the parliament and talking about everything, and the people say, okay, that is something that we can leave it legal or try it less. And up the moment you are legal, for you guys who create events is simple. I always tell this. It's very difficult to create an event because you need the sponsors. You need persons that going to give you some money for you to do something. But the moment it's not legal, not people wants to invest. Then it's difficult for you to create an event. Most of the time is from the riders who comes the money. The riders make themselves put the money to create the event, and then it's difficult for you to create a big event. In USA there's lots of sponsors, it's easy. And I want to see this sport growing here in Europe. I want to see you riding like a crazy guy, like you ride, and your friends, because you have a bunch of your team from UK is a bunch of crazy guys just want to make tricks and the riding, and it's very nice to see the way you guys and push each other.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have to be good enough to run from the police, so...
It's not just run from the police, but the tricks. You guys, one make a trick, and the other one wants to do it the same, and one helps the other, and I think that is very nice to see it. That is
totally. Is everywhere not like that?
No, it's not everywhere.
But man, it's just the way. It's the way to get better. You got your buddies, and you push each other, and you have fun doing it. Like that's the best way.
Yeah, that is the type of groups. There's groups that is chill groups that they just go for a ride, and they go like a group, and there's the other guys who want to make tricks and do crazy stuffs and test the maximal of the machine and of yourself. And that is other type of group, and you guys from UK, you are this type. You want to see the limits of this machine and the limits of you, all of you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if we're not together, we're all still riding. We're all chatting with each other online, and we're just like, "Oh, have you tried this? Have you done that one?" It's like, "No, I'll give that a go, but it's quite easy with the fins." But then it's like, "Oh, what if you add an extra bit on there?" And then we all like change our boards up and then go out and try it when it's dry. And
so he's telling you something about Spain. Spain is going to be illegal too. Yes, until 27 is going to be legal in Spain, and after 27 the laws is going to change, and you're going to be illegal. So that is what is going to happen. I speak with the Association of Spain, and they say to 27 we are okay. and if we don't solve till 27, they're going to be illegal too.
So 27 what? 27.
2027.
Okay. Why would they make them illegal when they were legal?
They're going to make it because it's simple. They're going to go by. It's like they're going to look to big countries like Germany, UK, and they see they are illegal, and because we are in Europe, they're going to follow the line.
But then we as the UK make a lot of similar decisions to the USA, so why are we not just making them legal and just letting everyone ride, man?
You have to always understand UK is going to be like always is out of Europe, but is always in Europe. You always try to work with Europe because for the interests of your country is always interest to work with Europe because you have to sell it. It's not just USA. You have Europe, lots of countries, and most of the tourists we have in Europe is from UK and Scotland and Ireland and everything. It's lots of money. That's why it's complicated. But it's your country is always a mirror for other countries, and it's easy for you to use the. If UK is illegal, okay, we just use the papers from the laws from UK and. You don't have to have work. It's just do it, and it's stupid. I don't like it. We have to fight it. There is a big community working now that not to happen, and I hope that not to happen. And that's why it's important. You guys like next year, you're going to have 3 events in UK, official.
Yeah.
It's going to be other events, but official you're going to have to. Then you're going to have in the media this to show this events. The people is going to look and say, okay, maybe it's not why we are illegal. They're going to look at, and I think that is going to be good for all of you. And if you guys, I always tell like this: if UK change the laws and US and Germany, then everybody in Europe is going to be legal. Because you cannot
So then
come
how
to
do
my
we,
country, my friend. You cannot come to my country because I say my country where I live. You cannot come to Germany because I'm going to tell you don't come because it's not safe. If you come to Germany, they're going to catch your one wheel and you're going to have a big fine. And you're going to say, Nelson, why do you invite me to come to Germany when Germany is so bad? And Germany is very bad. There is fines of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 euros, and they take your board.
Ouch.
And you're going to lose points in your license.
Whew, that's more than here. Yeah.
That's right. So, but forget about that. Laws is other matter. We are
But
talking
then-
today about.
But then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ride still.
I ride because I live outside of the big cities. I live in a very small village.
Yeah, same as me.
And here in Germany, most of the ways are made for bicycles. You have a place separated from the cars and other for you to walk free. That way, I'm happy to live here because I don't catch too much police and everything. But if you go to the cities, everybody's in the cities is being catch every time.
Yeah,
but
I'm always super careful when I'm like in London. I'm just like,
That's
are they
why
there?
you
Are they
go
there?
So now talking about, I want to say we stop in a point. I want to know what was for you the difference between these 2 events. That's what the question we stop. Being in Scotland and then being in Portugal, because in Portugal was two different times. It was the race and then was the tour. How can you describe it? We started by this beautiful event, Highlands, and then we go to Portugal. How can you describe the 2 of them?
Yeah, I mean, it's just great that events are on for these devices. So, I mean, Portugal is its own thing with the whole riding the south coast. Like, that's amazing, you know. Events wise, both really cool, both a little bit different. So I felt like Portugal's quite chilled out, quite like sit in the sun. Like, oh, Portugal time, be an hour late. Oh, it's fine, whatever.
And the
It's great.
Portuguese guys, they come always late.
Yeah, I feel that. But you can trust the weather in Portugal, so it's kind of fine. Whereas Scotland, you got a bit of a weather pressure where when there's wind, there's rain.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, oh, check the weather. Oh, we got to speed this up. We got to start 2 hours earlier. Come on, right, get up to the top of this mountain and and go send yourself down at 8 in the morning. I'm like, whoa, okay. Yeah, man, two different things. Both run very well. You got all the people there, you got all the sponsors there, you got all the culture, the community, everyone coming together and just having a great time and absolutely sending it. I mean, just ridiculous. Like the stuff you see, man, like people just bombing at 28 miles an hour down a mountain and like, some of the guys in Portugal hitting the random jump and just clearing the whole obstacle, and I'm like, oh my god, like what is even going on? Crazy stuff.
I think I'm going to put we're going to continue put. I'm going to put one of your races because I think it's important. Nobody sees it, but I'm going to put in the next weeks lots of races will happen in Portugal, and I think there was amazing races there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you was with the stuck one wheel. What do you think is easy, is difficult, makes a big difference when you are riding against a guy is riding a Vesk? Is difficult for you to, you have to work more?
So there are a couple things. First off, you ride how you ride. So you pick your lines and you choose when to like accelerate and when to hold out, when to balance. Like how to ride certain obstacles, whatever board you're on. You should know your board inside out, whatever you're riding, and you should know your board's limits and your own limits. So like I wouldn't start a race like in Portugal on 30% battery, for example, because I know I'm going to be pushing 22, 23 miles an hour and the board's not going to keep me up. So racing against high powered boards, yeah, it's a thing, but if you know how to ride your board, then you're fine. Obviously with Vesk, you can go so much faster and have a lot more torque to get over obstacles, so that is a definite challenge. I mean, the top, 3 positions in Portugal were Vesks, and then it was Fabio on a GT, James Grant on a GT. So, I mean, they're both higher powered than XR. I think, Florent, Ben from Float Life, and me, the 3 top XRs there. I mean, we're all quick riders. We're up for sending stuff. But like whatever you're on, you just got to know it and just be careful, but push your limits just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you got to know how to ride your obstacles. You know your boards, know yourself. Learn how to fall. That's really important.
That is the important thing. That is the first thing you have to learn.
Yeah. Rip Clint. I hope you're alright, man.
Yeah, that is the
and
question.
Adrian.
Do you know? Yeah, Adrian is waiting. But do you think is better? Is operated in it was to UK. He has right to UK to be treated. You know anything? Any update?
He got sent through a couple different places.
Okay.
And he had like a scan and stuff, and he said he's getting better. So I'm not sure what exactly he had done, but I think he was strapped up for a while. But he's definitely on the come up, so that's great.
Yeah,
and we all chipped in and sorted out his board and like refurbed it and stuff. So he's got a pretty fresh board going right now.
Yeah, I think, and he's so fantastic person, and we miss his pictures and and he's always smiling and bringing good energy for all of us.
Oh, 100%.
And I think he's a good rider for you guys in UK, because he's pushing all the time, and I want to find here your video, because I want to show the race, one of your races. I'm in a moment with so much work that I don't have time to make these videos, because the image with the drone was very good, and
there's one with me and Florent on there, which is
I'm trying to
pretty
find this one, because it was for me one of the best races. I'm trying to find here. Give me a second, and I will try to give you. Let me see. No, that's not this one. And it's like this. Do you, in the future, do you planning to go to Vesk, or you going to stay with you're going to stay with the original one? What's the plan?
The plan is a Vesk. Which Vesk, however, is there's a lot of factors. I mean, the main reason, it's more speed, it's more power, it's repairability, and it's trust in the people behind that are making these. So I'm a part of Stoke Solutions, which are based in Bristol in the UK, and they're basically building Vesk kits, which are the only ones in the UK, which is really cool. So I think that's the plan. Get through them. I'm trying to decide between an 84 volt or a 76 volt. There's so many different things, and which battery and how many cells.
But the big question is
float wheel.
The big question is today. We are talking about now. You see the one wheel is now with 113 volts. I heard something here.
But it's a
Europe.
GT basis.
Yeah, and now I heard something here in Europe that there is someone creating a one wheel with 126 volts.
Yeah, the Tronic 250R with the battery in the front and the back. That was one of Vid's friends, I think, that did that. I can't remember his name. But yeah, that's going to be a fast board. If you configure it right, you got to configure them right to get all the power out.
It's crazy, my friend.
That's nuts, honestly. Like, how fast do you want to go, man? I mean,
that's the question. It's like I'm going to put for everybody to see it, and then you can describe it. I'm going to change here very fast, and later on I'm going to put this race for everybody to see it. And let's put here the video. Just let me put the video where I have it.
Just if you're going 20 miles an hour on anything, just wear your pads, please.
I think we are like we want to. Let me put this one here. So my friend, now we have it. So this is your race.
Oh wow, drone footage. Yeah, come on.
So here
they got me and Florent. Yeah, yes. He's a man. He's just got himself a float wheel, so he's going to be pretty speedy.
Yeah, it was in Netherlands about 2 weeks ago. I think he's liking.
Oh look, is that cheating if you touch the?
No, it's not cheating.
That's me. That's me doing that, by the way, for anyone else watching. Oh yeah, and he comes. Yeah, see, that's a really sketchy obstacle.
I think this obstacle, I was thinking about that 1 week ago. Don't you think with when you have the fly things, is not going to be better to do this jump?
Yeah, but Vincent was just bombing it over it with his Visk, like without fins, so it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have fins. Yeah, I mean, I guess, or the overlanders, as long as your feet are like on the pad still. Like in practice, I had it every try, but then I did it in one of the races, and it just didn't quite work, and it wasted me time. So I should have gone right here.
That was the good option here to have two options. In the beginning, when I was with the drone, I was asking myself what this guy is doing to the other side. And then later on, I understand you have two options to do it. You can go left or right.
Oh, did Florent come off there?
Yes, yes. He
Oh,
fall.
okay. Oh, we did 2 races that were
Hmm.
close. So I think the second time I did the same. I'm imagining this is the first one. The second time I took that route,
Yeah.
and he stayed on that line, and he came out in front. So I think the bumps are faster. You just you got to stay on your board if you're in the race, because that can lose you so many seconds.
Yeah. I was trying to catch to see if they come close to you guys, but there was no chance they come close to you. Then I
Ooh,
come
that
back
is
to-
a bit of a gap. Yeah.
Yeah. I was expecting maybe they come close to you guys, but I see they don't have no chance.
That's Florent. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, it's the fast section into a real tight,
Mhm.
bumpy, sandy corner.
Hmm.
So that bit's like.
Hey, Florence is a good rider.
He's
a good
great,
rider.
man.
He's a good rider, and he's always coming to the limit. And then I come to you now.
I mean, look, he's not too far off my tail, like considering he came off on the bumps.
But he's riding a Vesk. You are not.
No, he's on Stock XR.
Is he on stock XR?
Yeah.
I was thinking he was using the Vesk.
No, man, this is a whole XR race.
Okay. Okay, let's put what people.
Do I want? Yeah, I want a.
Yeah.
I want a Vesk. Of course I do. They're just a bit of money that I don't have right now.
Yeah, that was Fabio. I
Yeah,
was waiting.
Fabio's
for everybody-
fast, man.
Yeah, but Fabio, I hope that Fabio now gets the new
GTS.
GTS. I think
He
he's
would
going to.
kill on that. Like
Yeah.
he's. Oh man.
I think it's going to be a big change when he gets the. I know that he likes one wheel, and yeah, we'll see how that works.
I mean, he's on stock GT, just with an enduro. I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and he's caught up.
Okay, now is the race here, and I think Florian he falls. Yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
and that's that.
yeah. That,
But
if
he
you
caught-
do a
he caught
small
up.
mistake- yeah. If you do a small mistake, you don't have no chance. That is the video who cut it here.
I mean, there's one where our next one we finished like at the same time on the finish line.
I'm going to put it there, but continue. Me asking you like this: you are talking about maybe you're going to make a Vesk. What is your thoughts about the new GTX?
The GTS, yeah. I mean, they Future Motion listened to the riders. I mean, they built
For the first time.
their team. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Not easy to they listen to the everybody, but they listen. They make it. For me, I think they make a good job. I think they surprise lots of people.
I mean, look, it's a lot of money for a board, but it has got a lot of power. It's very fast. You can customize how it rides. It's got a performance tire, and pads that they've listened to people about and made better. I haven't rode one yet, but I think it could be a great board. Although for like £3,000 or whatever it is,
It's very expensive.
you can set up a full 84-volt vest with a super flux and destroy it anyway. So, and without haptic buzz,
Yeah.
which
I was-
don't even want to get started on haptic buzz.
For us in Portugal, for us in Europe, is €3,850. The stock one.
Buy 2 float wheels instead.
Yeah, that is too much. I think that is a stupid money that you're going to expend. And if you ask with extra battery and yeah, so now is the race here. This is the race that you. That is the second race from you, and let's see if I have it here. Let me try to change. I have to put like this. So this one.
But yeah, I
This is the
had a
worst.
GT a little while back, and I didn't really get on with it. I was just
This is the one
used
you
to
are
the
talking
XR.
about, yeah?
Oh, you got another drone footy? Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
I have all the races, all of them. I don't miss
Nice. Yeah,
no
I haven't
race.
seen this yet.
This is Adrian, this is Tom,
Oh,
Florian,
so
and you.
2 Vesk,
Yeah,
2 XR.
yes. And here
Oh,
you.
cutting in.
Yeah, that
Right.
was a very nice one. This one, I think, is one of the best races. I was with my glasses and I was like just having fun. Everybody don't understand, but that is so good for you to be filming with the glasses. You can see everything, and
Dude, I'm
just
waiting to have a
having the
go.
fun to see the guys racing against each other. I'm going to put the videos out for everybody to see it. All the races. I put down
This is
from
where
the
I come
latest.
off on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just my foot pad like just doesn't activate, which is quite annoying.
yeah, but you see now 3 guys here pushing for the second place, and that is the magic.
It's true. Where we at? Who's gonna take it, me or Florent? Oh, I call it. Yeah. Because otherwise we would have both gone on like.
Yeah, Tom and Florence, they are always riding together. They are
Oh, are they?
always they are always in lots of trails, and I was last time with them riding. Tom was injured because of the accident in Portugal. This is again you choose this side.
Yeah, I thought it was faster, but maybe I should have chosen this one because I'm pretty sure they come out before me.
You know why it can be fast if you have a vest, because then you can have the speed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. See,
Yeah, and they are with 2 vesks. They can
Uh,
kill you.
well,
that's
he's,
good. Okay,
Florence on
that's
XR.
okay.
Yeah, so that's a
and
good
Tom?
judgment. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then Adrian's just gone on his
yeah.
vest.
Adrian,
I mean, there's
Adrian
no.
is a machine.
Doesn't he come off here on his vest in front there? I mean,
Yeah,
you see the spacing that the Vesk versus XR. I mean, that
Yeah,
was
Tom
what
falls.
3 seconds on
Yeah.
one stretch.
Yeah, he's out. He's very fast. There's no way you're going to catch him here. Adrian is a machine, but Adrian is always falling a lot, huh? He's always
Yeah.
falling. Adrian, you don't see it, but Adrian always in every race is 2-3 times he falls, because he's trying to
But
go
why?
too much to the limit, and then he push too much the machine, and the machine has enough power for him.
Well, shouldn't you know the machine and like?
Yeah, because
Just
he
not
gets the
push it
machine.
so much.
The machines, most of them is not from him. He gets from the custom wheels.
Oh, so do you know what setup is? Is it like Superflux 84-volt Vesk?
Yes, he's always with the Vesk with 84 volts, and he don't have a big battery. I know that he has a good machine. He's from Victor, from Custom Wheels, and he came like a surprise for all of us. He came for the first race in what's the name? He came.
Oh, he's
to
just
the
there.
race
He's
in
just round the
Switzerland.
corner.
Yeah.
There's no catching up to that, but.
He's already gone.
Hmm.
But you don't have no chance, guys. It's not easy. Yeah. That's what Fabio is telling. Adrian came for the first time in Switzerland. He came and he received the Vesk from. He received the Vesk from Victor, and then he came, I think, second or third place. I'm not sure. I have to see the video.
And I'm pretty sure Float the Highlands, he qualifying, I think he was first. Well, like he went from in Portugal he qualified in last place because I think he overheated, and then did a full lap and straight into first on the qualifying, which is like
let me just put here the last one,
yeah.
part.
And
Is this one? So that is
I mean, yeah, if you know how to ride a Vesk fast, then you're just taking it.
Yeah. And you see here you are coming after after Florence, and
I mean, my legs are pretty burning at this point. You can't see the ground so well, but it's like bumpy sand, off-road grass kind of thing. There's some smoothish bits, but it's just like
yeah, Patrick now is telling a good pilot trying. Sometimes it's not easy.
Yeah,
The
man.
people say, okay, the drone, but if you're not pushing together with you guys, it's difficult. And sometimes happen that you touch people, but the drone don't make nothing to the persons. But is for you to fall the speeds of you have to go speeding. And I try to make the best picture and here was a cable, and I have to be careful about the cable. And now seeing the two of you pushing here to the limit, and then
Can you see
come
my
here-
board surging?
and then
Oh,
you see
man.
now comes Tom. Yeah, it was a nice race. It was a very nice race, and
Yeah.
I think lots of people enjoy it. And I hope that I can in the next days put all the races for everybody to see it.
Oh man, people love that.
Yeah, I would like to. I want to make. I put the final from the girls, and I was expecting every 2 days to put the rest of the races. I will make all the races in the next days. for
Honestly,
everybody
next
to see.
next time you fly a drone in a race with me in, 10 points if you get it through my legs while I'm racing.
I can do it, but I can do it today. I can do it because I'm flying all the time now the drones, and I want to take next year 2024. I want to take it very, very, very good pictures from the races, and I would like to have 2 drones in the same time, one pushing in a side and the other one in the back. That way you can have a great picture from the race. We'll see how that
I mean,
works.
it looks cool as it is, but yeah, getting like if it's like a large split between the people, then yeah.
You have to have. If you are too far away, you're not going to have the emotion. If you are close, I have videos. Some of them videos, I'm very close to the legs of everybody, or coming close to the ground, and on the back of the one wheel. And that is you. I think the people looked, and they are thinking that you are going 150 miles an hour because it's the image
it's like right down, like-
created like, and it's like you are shaking the back, and everybody's thinking, "Wow, he's maybe 100 kilometers per hour." It's like crazy because the image changed everything. That is the.
Or maybe there could be like a set of like GoPros or something that people racers wear. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a
You
random
can
thought.
put a GoPro there too. That is not a problem. But I think the image you have there is perfect. 4K is more than enough, and you don't lose resolution and don't blocks. But that was just for you guys to see it. How was the race? I think next year is going to be lots of races. What is the plans for you next year? Next year, are you going to stay in UK, or you have any plans to go to any race in Europe?
Oh man, I mean, I'd love to go to all of them. But, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm going to go see Goza at some point and Skirt EU. Check those guys out. I want to go
They are the
Belgium.
crazy guys.
Yeah,
I think
wanna go
Belgium.
Shred.
I think Belgium is the easy way for you guys in UK because it's the closest.
Yeah, it's not far. Although Portugal's not that far on a plane either. It's just getting your board there.
Yeah.
I think you can take your board on a train if I'm right.
Yes.
At Eurostar.
If you are in train, you can bring the boards, the one wheels.
So there's a benefit for like going to France, visit the Float Life guys, and then just have a little thing around Europe on a train. That'd be quite fun.
I think it's going to be lots of events. Next year, I'm going to be in other events. They are not together with the league, but I was invited, and I think the league has 9 or 7 events, and I would love to go to the UK this next year. I don't know how it's going to be because I'm going to be in USA too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to be in some events. I was invited last year, and they invite me again this year, and I don't want to say no. I would love to go to the UK, but the UK is in the same day same weekend from the Oke event in USA, and I will see how I'm going to do it. If
Maybe
I would
come to
love-
the Midlands event.
yeah, I want to be in UK, but the problem
Not
I
on
have to
Eurostar.
organize myself, because if I go to USA, I'm going to stay 1 month there. You understand? Because no sense for me to go just one day. I have to stay and try to go to all of the events.
ferry.
We will see.
So once, sorry, I'm sorry, I just got distracted by Max there. You're saying about it's banned on the Eurostar having a board, but you can take the ferry. So once you're in Europe, can you then like carry your board on a train? So you can ferry over to France and then get a train.
Yes, you can have it. That's not the problem.
Okay, easy.
Yeah. But you have to like you told, that is right. You cannot make it. You cannot make it in a tunnel. In a tunnel, you cannot pass to one side to the other. You have to go in a ferry. In a ferry, you can bring it. That is the difference. And I was with, I don't know, 12, 14 boards, 14 one wheels, and I passed with a ferry to UK. I was stopped by the French side, and then I was stopped by the UK side to control, because there was lots of boards. But because before I go to the ferry, I declare everything in the papers. I said I'm going to come with 14 boards, and that it was waiting for me, all of them, the two sides. But they controlled and don't say nothing. I think it's better for you to, before you go to the ferry, you say I'm going to travel and I'm going to take a one wheel, and the one wheel has a battery like this. And I think they're going to make it easy. If you don't say nothing, maybe you're going to have headaches. I don't know.
We had Nick and Simon from the UK help us with the boards. They got a ferry over to Portugal, and yeah, massive.
Patrick
massive
is
helpful.
making a question. For the next competition, will you use Vesk?
Depends if I have one a few months before, because I don't want to just jump on a random Vesk and then try and go fast, because that's just not a good idea, because you don't know the settings, you don't know the limit. So whatever board I ride, I want to get super used to how it feels like pushing it. So it depends how the world goes before then.
Do you have lots of friends now in UK? Do you sometimes ride with a Vesk, some Vesk from your friends, or you prefer to stay with your machine?
I mean, I've tried Jay's out a few times. I've tried Ed, both Stoke Solution guys. Yeah, they're great boards, you know. But when I'm out on a ride, like I just ride my board. Sometimes have a go on other people's, but I just like my own one, you know, and just play around with it and change the settings, and you know, like the big tire thing and the extended rails like that. That's quite a good setup that I would want. And I know Jay's just got one, so I'm going to try and get a little go on that at some point.
So I just want to say to everybody who's here, thank you. First of all, thank you for coming and see him. And if you have any questions before we go, leave your questions there, and we'll try to answer. So I want to ask, I know that you have something to you would love to. I don't know if you are missing something to talk because you want to make reference to anyone.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that electric vehicles in general, they're great for people who, unlike me, who struggle to get around and like struggle to walk. Like having an e-scooter is massively beneficial to their lives and makes a massive change. So it sucks that they're illegal here. That's one of the things. What else have I got written down? I think I've gotten over quite a lot. Yeah, pushing tricks, having a good time with friends, being creative.
I'm going to yeah, please.
Yeah, and just when you're on a wheel or whatever you ride, like getting space between your day-to-day life and just getting on something and getting out there and having your mind clear of whatever's going on. Really allows you to then concentrate when you get back to the world.
Yeah, I just have another question. Why NIGHTWHEEL?
NIGHTWHEEL. Yeah. So I used to be meat bread. Because why not? NIGHTWHEEL because I was riding a lot at night, and I wanted to change my name because it didn't seem relevant anymore. And I was like, well, NIGHTWHEEL. Sure, sounds cool.
Yeah.
So
It's
NIGHTWHEEL.
just to know why the name. I think.
Oh yeah. Just riding a lot at night. I was like, and now my lights are broken, so I gotta hold a torch.
What do you prefer, night or day?
I mean, night's great. I mean, there's less people around. There's no cars. Like, you can see lights a mile off. Like, as long as you can see what you're doing, then great. As I said, I mostly ride street at night. If I'm not really hitting a trail at night. I have, but it's not as good. It's dangerous.
Because you are a guy who loves music, and you play drums.
Yeah, man.
I think it will be nice to see maybe in one event. I know that Tom from France, but he lives in Netherlands. He plays guitar too. Maybe you guys can come, all of you together in one event, and maybe can make some live music for all of us.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think that.
I mean, we can just jam and come out with something. You know what I mean? Like, give us a couple beers, and then we'll be well away.
I think there is good guys in the groups that we have, that they play lots of instruments. Why not? I think that will be nice. I see you playing. I see Tom play. Tom was the guy riding with you in a race, and he plays very good guitar. And why not to come to all of you, and we live music in the event is perfect. I think it's going to bring something else to the event, not just
let's get it.
Community, and that is
dude, totally. There's so many people with different skills and talents at these events. It's nice to like share like people's personalities with each other.
Band, confirm
One more band, yes. I like to like.
Don't forget Fabio. Now you have to put everything together: drums, some guitars, and
yeah, I can't carry all of this over there.
Nobody can carry that, but you have to. But there is in Portugal. There is lots of good musicians, and I know that that will not be a problem. They to bring that for you guys to play it. I think.
To be fair, in Portugal, I did bring my sticks around and some brushes every single day, just in case the opportunity came around to play something. I ended up in the hotels playing on the walls with my brushes.
So, my friend, now I'm going to come to the end of the interview, but I would like to have, first of all, I would love what you change or what you like to happen. Fabio is there, lots of guys from the AOL, maybe they're going to see later on the interview. What you love to see next year happening, or what you say, I would love to have that in events last year, you as a rider.
I mean, I just love the energy. Like, just keep putting out the good vibes. What love to see different? Just more racing, more riding, more people doing tricks. Because there's such a big area. There's not enough people doing it.
Do you think that is? Do you think that is something good that you talk about? That you think that is something that we see that Float Italia wants to make like a small event just for tricks, and is not going to be like the system of racing. Don't you think that is something that AOL should bring to the table for maybe 2024 or 2025? Not just the race, but the skills from the riders. Like we have good riders that they can make lots of tricks and make the magic in a one wheel.
Yeah, I mean, look, racing's only one area of the sport. Like, you got endurance, you got tricks, like there's whatever you want. I mean, there's loads of. It's like you judge everything on racing, but that's not all that one wheeling's about. Or maybe it's like
really,
just
it's not that
general creativity. Like, how do you judge fun, man? Like, it's all fun at the end of the day. Like,
I think freestyle, like he's telling, is good. get that freestyle. Yeah, I think that is a freestyle is a perfect. We have so much guys making this magic around the world, and I think the Europeans, they have to start to do that too. And I know that is lots of skills here. I know that your group of UK are very good. Fabio is a very good one, and now he has a good team in Portugal doing this type of stuff. Then you guys, the guys from Switzerland, the Italian, all of them, they are pushing in this style of freestyle, and I think that is be good metal music for the black music.
All right, a bit of black metal. Yeah, let's get it. Blast beats. Let's go. I got my double kick pedal down here. Like.
So the important thing, I hope, my friend, to see you in 2024.
I'm sure we will. Yeah.
And I will be in UK, visit you guys for sure, and having a good time. And I
just want to. Oh, you got your. Oh, yeah, you got your big tire X10 thing.
My
going
friend,
on.
don't. Tomorrow I'm going to put a video out. I was riding this weekend against the mountain boards, just me with the one wheel. And the guys was like, what the fuck? I was riding very fast with this. I was speeding more than I was used to. And the guys were saying, I never imagined that the one wheel can go so fast. And I was and I was with I was a little afraid because I was with the fly fins and I forgot to take them out. And I was taking too much speed. And I was saying, if I have some mistake, my legs is going to be stuck in the one wheel. And I said, why do I take the fly fins away? Because it was very, very good. And that was something maybe the next year I'm going to push maybe to race it.
There's a funny thing about flight fins. So I came off my board the other night because of silly reasons. And I had these on. My feet, you know, I have the back one there. Oh, God.
Wait a second. Let me take this out. Yeah, like this.
Yeah,
and this
back one in there, and the front one like on here. If that makes sense. And I, you know, speeding super fast, low battery, nosedive. Because I haven't got the extenders on, my back foot actually comes out quite easily. So as long as you can roll or like run it off a little bit, then you're probably going to be fine with fins. But I was on the road, so careful on those trails. But yeah, just know how to fall, and yeah, I've seen you've got the extenders on, so just be careful of those. The more out they come, the more stuck you're going to be in.
Yeah, I was a little afraid because the guys, they push a lot. These guys, I was in France, they are crazy guys, and I was just me with the one wheel, and I was trying to make the impossible to catch them, and my nose was all the time close to the ground, and I was saying, if something happened with these extensions, I'm going to. There's a guy who's going to give me the video today because I was pushing a lot, and for my weight, if I fall, I don't know what happened.
Dude, it's great to see you on a one wheel. Just want to say, like, to meet you as an EUC guy, so. Hit that one wheel.
I love my one wheel, but before I was with lots of accidents with my original one wheel, and I was very afraid. I don't know how many nosedives because it shut me out because I don't have no power. And today with this machine, I go everywhere, and that don't stop. I create now more trust, and before I was losing the trust with the one wheel, and I love to ride the one wheel. I use my AUC. So first of all, I love sports. I love to ride all the type of machines. Doesn't matter, but for each, I love my one wheel in a different way from other things, and that's what I told to the guys was there with mountain boards. Lots of guys was interesting because they say, wow, that is a machine. And that's what I want to show to the other guys. Guys, there is not just mountain boards, there is other machines there. And they are good. And everybody was like, wow, I want to try it. And there is people who want to buy maybe a one wheel. Because the one wheel now with the VESC has opened the world. We are talking about a machine. I have a video I'm going to put today out. Yesterday I was going up like this, and the guys was like, wow, can the one wheel do that? And I was like, no problem. You understand? That is
Yeah, I mean, I saw you come up that hill in Portugal, and it was just,
yeah. But yesterday I was in the biggest one, like
oh
this.
man, oh,
And I was like, and the guy say, "Wow, with the mountain boards, we have to think a little if that we can do that." And that's what my idea, always to bring and show to the world that is not AUCs can do one work, one wheels can do other work, and mountain boards can do. But why not try? And that is for me. I work like a community, and I want to help for us to change, and we be together, all of us. Sometimes it's difficult, but open your mind and receive the other devices. Maybe you're not going to love it, but try it and try to receive them in a groups. Not say, okay, I'm a one wheeler, I don't want nothing else. I don't think that is fair. I think we
No.
have to work all of us together and respect every one sport.
what I would love to see out of esports is a electric scooter which is trickable, because there's so much potential there. It's just making the battery and the motor a little bit lighter or in the right place, you know. So scootering is a massive worldwide thing now.
Yeah,
People are going
yeah.
crazy. You know,
I
like
was
Ryan
yesterday
Williams,
riding
Juzzy
with
Carter,
scooters.
like
Yeah.
but like an E version of that would be pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like I see guys down my local skate park, they take their little Xiaomi whatevers and like beating up, and they're hitting the rail on it, and I'm like, come on, that's the future.
Don't forget about this. I always tell to everybody like this. We are opening the future. We are just creating something for the future. We are the first ones. We are putting this product out. It's something that in the future we're going to sit all of us and we're going to say, fuck, do you remember when we started? The first machines out, and then we're going to see the evolution. I know that now the one wheel is pushing very high. The A-scooters, imagine the first time the A-scooters going to 150 kilometers per hour. That's like
that's
crazy.
speedy. But it's not all about going fast.
Yeah, but you imagine, and before we imagine that is going to happen. But what Fabio is here saying, I think that is good for the competition. It's going to be trails, it's going to be like the Max is going to make, Flotital is going to make tricks, the Belgic guys is a different, Lars is going to be like a balance thing, it's going to be lots of type of events. And I think that is the beautiful thing about these events. Each one is creating his style, not following the...
I mean, balance is super important.
Yes,
Like that's everything on the boards, you know.
Lars is very good in that, and most of the guys they are pushing. And I think this year, I'm following lots of groups, and I see everybody's working a lot for the 2024. And I think 2024 is going to be crazy here in Europe. I think we're going to have lots of events. But let me tell you the big announcements coming very soon. So big announcements is going to be very soon. I think that is very good from the AOL. I hope that they bring lots of things. I hope that they listen to the riders and they change some things, and it's going to be good for them. It's going to be good for all of us riders, and it's going to be good for the future of Europe. And I hope in 5 years when we talk again, or 3 or 4 years, we say that Europe is pushing maybe lots of riders from other countries around the world to come here and have the sport with us. Because that is the idea.
Great. I mean, the USA is like it's quite a trip, but for the people who can, then great. I mean, get the world more connected, absolutely.
Yeah, but James, you have to think there is always this competition from before, Europe against USA. When we have the opportunity, and I always talk with riders from USA, and they always say that will be nice to have a race against the guys from Europe, and if we have a solid base like what the AOL is doing now, and that comes more sponsors, and like this year was 2 guys, a lady and a boy representing us from Europe there. And that we next year we can have more people going to other events, and there is more sponsors saying, okay, we're going to put 4-6 riders to go to this event in USA, and maybe they can help you paying to go there and represent. that will be a great thing, and that is going to bring more people to this sport.
Mm.
You
I
understand?
mean, the interesting thing there is that in the USA like main event, you have to ride a Future Motion one wheel, whereas in the EOL you can ride any board and qualify and win. So it's like, do you take the winner on a Vesk, or do you take the top one on like a GTS? Because that's
So
what
that
you
is
have to
rules.
ride.
Yeah, that is the rules they have to think. I don't agree with I don't agree because the guy is going to race by the one wheel. They cannot race with a Vesk, and they have to think. That is the rules from them. I don't want to mix with that. I think they have to think very good how to do it. I think 2024 they're going to change a lot of things because they learn from the first year, and they have to think. I think there has to be categories. I know that is difficult, but sometimes it's the best way. They started, and now they have to say, okay, what can we do? Or they're going to continue working with the one wheel, the Future Motion, or maybe they're going to work with the float fest, or they're going to work with other things. They have to see what they wanted. For me, that's what I want. I just want to go there and see that they are working for the communities. That is for me the important thing. I always tell to them, sometimes I have discussions, not discussions, but I talk my idea, and I say to everybody, that is the voice from the community. They don't like it, or they don't accept it as is the idea. I just bring what I listen from the riders, and that's the idea of this interviews, is to listen to your voice. I think your voice as a rider is very important, and AOL have to listen to all of you and say we are in Europe and we want to make our stuff. And
Yeah. I mean, look,
if
just
you go
whatever
to-
you're on, just get out and ride. Like,
yeah,
it
I
doesn't
think
matter.
yeah, for me the important thing is for us to have fun, and don't follow the USA. Follow us. There is brave and
We're
good
creating
ideas.
this.
When I speak the first time with Fabio about 4 years ago, and he told me, "Oh, Nelson, I want to make this tour in Portugal," I say, "Do it, man. Just do it." Oh, I do it alone. I said, "No, bring more persons."
Yeah, I'm
And,
glad he did.
Look today. And I say, if you don't open and you create your stuff, is something very. You go to the guys from islands, Floater Islands. That is so special. You cannot describe it. That is unimagined. And you go to this crazy guys in Belgium, is crazy. And you're going to see Lars now doing in Denmark is going to be amazing. Then you go to Switzerland, is totally different. Don't have nothing to do with nothing. And that is the beautiful of everything. But do your style, do your thing. I think the Float Italy is doing the right thing. They are more for tricks and something like that. Why they going to do the race? Do the thing what they love to do it. That's what makes the difference. If you are going to do the same like the Americans, everybody's like, I'm not going. Or you go
Yeah,
1 year,
it's-
second year, you're not going, not anymore. And I think that's what they have to work. And I think 2024 they're going to do it the right thing. And every year they're going to update and put it everything better and better and better. This year in Portugal was the first race. Next year they're going to change it and they're going to get it better and better. And UK, I hope that the 3 events is going to be big and big and bigger, and that is just going to be good for the riders.
Oh, it
Simple.
sure will be.
That is the thing.
Just gotta turn up. You gotta shred.
So, my friend, like always, for everybody who was here, I want to say to all of you, thank you so much. Just answering the one question here. Good ride in Paris and good food. Yes, was good. And the riders in Paris, they are very good. There is good one-wheelers. The guy who win in Portugal is from France, and he's one of the best riders we have.
Vincent. Yeah.
And Vincent was pushing all of the races from the AOL, and was a very nice win in Portugal because he deserved it. He was racing against 2 good riders, 2 from Switzerland, the Veskman and I don't know his name now, but they are fantastic riders, and then we have Adrian that came now. Then you guys now from UK that came and push it more. Then we have
Joe Kenwood, number
yeah,
3.
then we have the guy from Spain, from Barcelona, that is doing a lots of good things for the sport. He was the guy representing us in a race. Yes, Fabian. Yes. And we have the guy who was representing us in USA, and Buzz that is going to come here now for the interview. I think she did a fantastic job in USA too. I think next year we're going to be, the ladies are up there. I see Kate from 2 years ago. She was riding so slow, and now she's riding like a machine. And
Kate Paxton.
yeah, she.
Yeah,
When you see the first video, she riding, and today I was like this here looking to her, and I was like, wow! Not just her, the boyfriend.
Her and James. I met them when they were on pints.
I was like, wow, James is like a machine.
He built out this fire in him. I don't know where it came from, but he was like, right, I'm going to get this. I'm like, yeah, all right.
And I think that is nice that they push one. If you see, I see lots of videos, and when one is racing, the other one is pushing, and that is the beautiful thing. And each one is pushing for his best friends, and I think that is what makes the competition beautiful. And this year in Portugal, you guys was with a fantastic team together, and you was pushing for all of the riders there, and I think that's what we need: good energy, good vibes, and having a good time. In end, everybody was like magic moments, and coming to the end of this tour was like perfect. I think.
I just wanted to live just going one end to Portugal to the other. It was beautiful.
Yeah, my friend.
We missed you too. We missed you too.
Yeah, we miss all of you guys. And
honestly,
we are coming to the end of the 2023, and I think 2024 is going to be magic for all of us. James, I want to say, first of all, it's a pleasure to meet you. You are a fantastic rider. You are pushing us, all of us, to go to another level. Everybody's seeing that if the people don't start to do more work at home or in these places with his friends, they're going to lose with you guys, because the guys in UK has a fantastic team. And
we're not messing around.
You are preparing yourself for 2024. I know that all around Europe, the teams are working together to come to 2024 very strong. I don't want to forget that AOL is doing a fantastic job for all of us. Started with 5 guys, and I know that it's going to be more and more coming. And I hope that 2024 is going to be magic for them. And I hope that this sport, the one wheel, comes bigger and bigger. And with you and your friends coming to these events, I think you're going to bring lots of new persons, new riders, and that's what we need. From my side, I want to thank you so much for I have the pleasure to meet you and to see how crazy you are in a positive way. You are a person who brings lots of good energy for all of us, always smiling, always bringing good stuff, and not a person who wants to make stupid things. You just want to have fun and push your friends, push yourself, and that's what we need. And I hope that comes more persons like you. And from my side, I want to tell you thank you so much, and it's a big pleasure to have the opportunity to talk with you. And I want to leave, like always, the last words is for you, for the people who come to see you, maybe later on the video, because we are in lots of groups in Facebook, we are in Twitter and YouTube. Leave your message for everybody. Take your time. The last words is for you, my friend.
Great. Just want to shout out everyone who's supported me so far on this journey of life. I mean, in one wheeling, Max Kramer being the homie, Jay, Stoke Solutions, absolutely yourself, Nelson, with No Limits to Ride. Everyone who supported me with my music as well, because that's really where where I think I'm going somewhere. I love the boarding, but it's dangerous. It's in the long run. So I think my 2024, much like 23, is going to be a lot of playing, a lot of performing, and a lot of creating on whatever I'm doing.
Just have fun, my friend, and create something good for us. Don't forget, we are here, and if you need something, the community is very united, and we all of us will stay always to help our community, our friends, our riders, and the AOL is an open door. I don't represent the AOL. I'm a guy who likes to help them, and the important thing is I think they are doing a fantastic job, and I hope the future bring good things for all of us, and without them we was not in this stage so big. Europe is opening, and we have to be very thankful to these guys, because they are doing a fantastic job for us to have fun. Without them,
shout out Andy. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the team.
I think it's not just Andy. I think it's Andy, Fabio.
Fabio.
We have to think about
He's the guy, the Switzerland.
yeah, he's the guy. Is Fabian? Is
yeah.
what's the names? I don't want to forget that anyone. So Fabian from Switzerland. Then we have. Let me just see, guys. Help me here. Yeah, because in the interview, I don't know. From Belgium, we have the Ghost. We have the. Oh man, now it fails me the words. Vincent. Then we have from Portugal, Fabio, and the team, a big team, Vini. Yeah, Vini, and then we have from Italy. We have the two guys, Martin and what's the name? JP. What is GP?
PJ.
PJ. What is PJ? Yeah, and I think Italy is.
These are PJs.
Now I know. I just want to say to everybody, continue to do what they do, and if you love the sport, yeah, and in the future if they can upgrade. Oh, Jacopo. Wow. And if you can upgrade and bring others, like we're seeing, like the Float Fest and Oko, they are putting other PVs inside of the events. Bring more, then you're going to have a big event. I think that way the community is going to grow, and you can make more money, and you can make the event better. Then it's going to be lots of companies to sponsor, and I think that is the way. We'll see. In a moment, they are with the One Wheel, and I respect. I think they want to do it that way. My friend, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No, it was a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Continue riding. Show us new things for the next year. I hope with your music you continue to have lots of success, and I wish you the best of luck. For everybody's out there, have fun, enjoy it, have a good ride, be safe wherever you are. If you are in Europe, I think the weather is not so good. If you are like in the south, like Spain, Portugal, or Italy, I think the weather is a little better. If you are around the world, you are very lucky. If you are around the world, just have fun, enjoy it, and if you have the chance, bring your friends for them to try it. This beautiful sport, I think we are in a good direction. Okay?
100%.
Okay, my friends, bye bye. Have a good time.